Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is April 3rd, and this is your aftermarket update. All right, so what I want to show you here today is really our core trading philosophy. Our core trading philosophy is to cut the losing trades short and let the winning trades run. Sometimes cutting those losing trades short can cause you to have some challenges like it did today. I'm going to show you the example of that here in just a few minutes on the ES. However, when you do cut those losing trade shorts and you are in on the right side of a trade, letting those trades run can be very beneficial. In fact, today, even though we didn't finish much over break even today, the one trade that we did have, this $800 CL trade that we did have, got us completely out of the hole and on the right side of trading today. So I'm going to show you this. If you take a look up here, this is the 100K Top Step Trader Combine that we are going through right now. You can see here that we finished the CL up $600, and the ES we were down $525. Factor in commission, we were up a very small amount on the trading day. But while that is important to be up on the day, the most important message that I want you to see in here today is when you use the tools that we provide you and you get in and you learn how to hold on to your trades for a high risk reward ratio. In fact, today's risk reward ratio on the CL ends up being a 4-to-1 reward to risk ratio. That gets me completely out of the hole that I was in and puts me out and up over the positive on the day. And so while every day you would like to come in here and say that you're going to win X number of ticks or dollars or whatever, that's just not the reality of trading. But what you can do on a day like today is you can get yourself out of the hole when you have the right reward to risk ratio. So let's talk a little bit about that reward to risk ratio. Sometimes, and that really did show up today on the ES, you do that. Cutting those losing trades short can be a bit of a challenge for you because it does end up getting you out of trades that may have ended up working out, like here on the ES. So if you were in the trading room today, you know we had a trade plan idea that said we wanted the market to come up to this extension 2 and got to within 2 ticks of that. We wanted it to sell off down to about 80. We came down through 79. Then we were going to get short at this level here, right around 82. So the market comes in, pops down, and it actually performed just like we wanted it to. We ended up getting in. I get taken out at even. I get in again. I get stopped out, and then I get in again and get stopped out one more time on a pullback right before the market comes all the way down into our DS mid, which is the area that I wanted us to be targeting. So if you were in the trade room today, you saw that that process occur. So we knew where we wanted the market to get to, and we knew that if we did get through that 82 area, we were going to try to come down here. I just ended up getting chopped up right in front of this VWAP here today before the market ultimately comes down and does what I wanted it to do. So again, that is the reason that you see the losses up here on the ES is I got chopped around right in this area here before it did come all the way down to our structure mid. A little bit later in the session, the market rallies up and then comes all the way back down here again. So we had a really good sense that the market was going to come down into this zone. In fact, not only does it do that, it goes down a little bit deeper even later in the session down to this structure signal. So we didn't take advantage of any of that activity. And like I said, we got chopped up kind of in this spot here. What we were able to do, though, is take a really nice CL trade. So right after the inventory number today, we were looking to try to get into an opportunity. There was a surprise build on the inventory number. So while we thought the market was going to be choppy to sideways in here today, and the market ended up being a little bit choppy to sideways, what we felt like was going to happen is once we couldn't punch through this structure mid and we began to stay down below this VWAP, we looked to get short here at the volume weighted average price. Now, one of the things that we talked about as potential targets was this structure mid and maybe all the way down to this structure signal. And so what we thought we would do is try to hang on to that opportunity on that move. And so when we ultimately get in here just below VWAP at 63, we had a 10 tick stop up to 73. So we right up in this area here. and then the market just kind of rotates around and comes all the way down. In fact, comes all the way down and makes a new low, and it was at this point that I really did think that we were going to continue to push on down through it. What ultimately ends up happening is it comes back and takes me out right up here at this daily structure target, and really that turned out to be kind of the low move of the day as the market just kind of rotated around for the balance of the day. So one of the things that we talked about, if you were in the trade room this morning, one of the things that we talked about is that we were looking for some choppy to sideways conditions. I feel very fortunate that we were able to get in, but we used our levels, we used the information that we had in front of us, and we were able to hang on for a 4-to-1 reward to risk trade. Now, again, this is going to be an $800 CL trade that does not put me up $800 on the day, but what it does do is gets me out of the hole, gets me positive, and lets me live on to fight another trading day. So, again, what I'm going to do is what I always do in these videos. I'm going to let you see where we get in. I'll let you see the entry. We'll cut the video down into pieces. I'll speed it up, put some music behind it, and then we'll show you exactly where we get out, and you'll see how the end of the day P&L is exactly what you see on the screen here right now. So without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. I'm in at 63 short. Stop is 73. Target down below still is either 07 or maybe, if it wants to sell away, 61.63 possible.